The year is 1911. Probably the most famous portrait of all time is the painting La Gioconda by Leonardo da Vinci. It is known under its alternative name, Mona Lisa. It has been the pride of the Louvre Museum for 120 years. The painting of a woman with a mysterious smile, created sometime between 1503 and 1506, attracts thousands of visitors here. And although it seems practically impossible at first glance, the fame of the Mona Lisa is about to grow even more. This is helped by an event that will take place on the 21st of April, 1911. It is then that an unknown perpetrator manages to steal the Mona Lisa. The theft of the painting immediately becomes one of the first newspaper sensations in history. Newspapers around the world are flooded with speculation about who is behind the theft, and the museum management is subjected to harsh criticism. French journalists in particular do not hold back and start their articles with mocking titles. One of them reads as follows: "We protect the Mona Lisa like the apple of our eye, but with the exception of Mondays." In period cartoons, visitors to the Louvre then view the highlight of the exhibition, nail by nail, of the stolen painting. The entire crime, which would later go down in history as the largest art theft of the 20th century, was finally solved after more than 2 years. But let's go back to August 1911. The investigation begins immediately when the friendly guard discovers that the Mona Lisa is missing, but the chances of catching the perpetrator seem minimal. Apart from a single fingerprint, the police have no other clues. They have no description of the perpetrator, and they don't know exactly when the painting disappeared from the gallery. Simply nothing. Even the announced reward of 25,000 francs doesn't help. The police are therefore starting to catch basically anything. They suspect the poet Guillaume Apollinaire and the painter Pablo Picasso of the theft. Apollinaire's secretary, Honoré Joseph Pierre, had stolen several rare statuettes from the Louvre in the past. He allegedly wanted to prove that the famous museum was not sufficiently protected. Picasso then bought the statuettes from the secretary through Apollinaire and used them as inspiration for his first Cubist paintings. While Picasso is released by the police after questioning, Apollinaire spends several days and nights in the Prison de la Santé. He is only released by his lawyer. The police do not arrest anyone else, and the investigation reaches a complete dead end. The painting seems to have given way to despair. Only 5 weeks after the theft does the investigators finally see hope. The painting has apparently appeared on the black market in Belgium, and the police come up with an idea of how to get it back. They decide to pose as British art collectors and try to buy the painting, but they are unsuccessful. The police plan is leaked to the newspapers, and the shop closes. At that moment, all traces of the painting disappear, and in the second half of 1912, the police suspend the search. This effectively means that everything is over. The painting is considered irretrievably lost. An unexpected turn comes at the end of 1913. At that time, the Mona Lisa is discovered in Florence under strange circumstances. On December 13, a poor Italian worker, Vincenzo Peruggia, tries to sell it to art dealer Alfredo Geri. He asks for $500,000 Italian lire for the stolen painting. When Geri discovers that it is indeed an original, he makes a deal with Peruggia. At the agreed place where they were supposed to hand over the money, the police arrive and immediately arrest Peruggia. He does not resist and confesses to the theft, and his guilt is later confirmed by fingerprints. During the trial, the circumstances surrounding the theft, which have not yet been revealed, will finally be revealed to the world. The world will finally learn how it was possible to steal a closely guarded painting and take it out of the museum. So it's Monday, August 21st, 1911, 7 a.m. Vincenzo Peruggia puts on his white work coat and enters the Louvre through the employee entrance. The guards let him through. At the time, he was working there as an assistant glazier. Peruggia walks through several halls, but he doesn't meet anyone. The museum is closed to the public that day. Peruggia reaches the Carré Salon, where the Mona Lisa hangs, and since there are no alarms in art galleries at that time, he calmly takes the painting off the wall. and takes it to the nearby service staircase. There he takes the canvas out of the frame, wraps it in a coat, and leaves the museum without any problems through the same door he entered a moment ago. For over 2 years, he hides the precious painting in a double-bottom suitcase in his Parisian apartment, only 40 minutes away from the Louvre gallery. During the trial, Perugia claimed that he only wanted to return the famous painting to Italy. When asked why, he demanded money for the Mona Lisa, but he could not answer. The Italian court sentenced him to an unconditional sentence of 1 year and 15 days. However, he ended up spending only 7 months in prison. Thus ends the story of the most famous art theft of the last century, a theft that astonished the media of its time and their readers, first with its audacity, and later when Perugia depicted its details with its simplicity. No one would have thought that it would be possible to simply walk up to a famous painting and take it. Today, such a thing would not be possible. Da Vinci's painting is located behind a wall of bulletproof glass and protected by sophisticated security systems. I am not saying that a possible theft is completely ruled out, but it certainly could not have happened in the way that glazier Vincenzo Perugia did it in 1911.